Thank you all for coming. We really appreciate your attendance here tonight. This is a joint effort of a number of organizations. No more so than Frederick Community College, who has been very, very generous in allowing us to use their fabulous forum and a number of their very talented employees. So to kick off tonight's forum, I would like you to welcome Dr. Carol Eden, who is President of Frederick Community College, to welcome you to the forum. Thank you.
Thank you. Indeed, it is our pleasure to host this forum. In fact, this is the 5th year that we have hosted political forums here at Frederick Community College. It really started under the effort of one of our outstanding faculty members, Dr. Ken Kerr, who for a number of years with colleagues brought our students into the process of being aware of the political environment. And so we have hosted forums for various elections, and I really thank Ken for his leadership. And we really welcome our new partners in this, and we're excited to have all of you here, but our new partners as well. The League of Women Voters, the Frederick News Post, and WFMD. So on behalf of all of the faculty and students here who are very much a part of your community and welcome you to our community, we're glad to have you here, and we look forward to this very engaging forum. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Eden. Thank you very much. We'd also like to give some thanks on behalf of the Frederick News Post to some of our partner organizations. FCC especially, I would like to underline that Dr. Ken Kerr has been absolutely invaluable in helping us plan this. Thank you, Ken. Also, the League of Women Voters for Frederick County for lending their reputation to support. Thank you very much. And also our media partners, WFMD, who no doubt will be broadcasting this at some point tomorrow, at least the highlights as well. I'm having mic problems, excuse me. Welcome. This is the first in our series of forums to engage, inform, enlighten, and hopefully inspire some civic involvement from voters in the city of Frederick. We appreciate you coming. Thank you very much. We will have 2 other forums, if you'd like to attend after this one. Next Tuesday will be our Republican Primary Aldermanic Forum. That will be 7 to 9 p.m. right here in the Cusmore. We'd love to see you here to engage with those candidates. The week after that, September the 1st, we'll be holding a Democratic Forum, again 7 to 9 p.m. again here in the Cusmore Theatre. So please, mark your calendars. We'd love to have you. The more people who come, the more involved everybody is, the better we like it. We have 5 of 6 candidates with us this evening. We received, unfortunately, no response from Clinton Hoffman, but we do have with us Jennifer Doherty from the City of Frederick, former mayor. Also have Jason Judd, and also on the end, Chris Simpson, who will be administering the forum tonight. So thank you. This first hour is a Democratic Forum. It will be 7 to 8. Just a quick word, please silence your cell phones. Please put away your campaign signs. They're not allowed in the auditorium. If you'd like to mingle with the candidates, please do so outside. That'd be great. Please, no applause during the questions and answers portion or the closing statements, until the closing statements have concluded. Please turn off your other technological devices as well if you have them. Thank you. I'd like to just get our volunteers to raise their hands quickly. If you have any questions, please see them. They'll be glad to help you out. They also have index cards and pens. We're not taking any questions tonight, but we will be for the Aldermanic Forum. So feel free to send us, either write them down on the question card or email election@fredericknewspost.com or just newspost.com. We will get your questions, we'll throw them into the hat. Candidates will have 2 minutes to make their opening statements. We picked one to go first out of a hat prior to the start of our program, randomly. We will have 4 rounds of set questions. The beginner was also chosen to lead off that round of questions at random. We'll have rounds 2 and 4 will come directly from the voters. Our videographers went out on the streets to gather questions to ask the candidates. Each candidate will have 2 minutes to answer that question. Following that, each candidate, next candidate, the one who went first, will have 30 seconds to rebut, challenge, or make a point. So let's move on to the main portion of tonight's program. We have chosen at random. Jason Judd will lead off for the opening statements. Then it will proceed from my left to right. It will then be Chris Simpson, who will be in the, hang on a minute, sorry. It will be Chris, who will then follow up, followed by Jennifer at the end. So please, Jason, if you'd like to make your opening statement.
We are in tough times. And as a city, they may well get tougher. But I'm in this race because I'm ready to go to work on the issues that we're facing as a city. I've spent the last 15 years as an economist, as a community organizer, and an executive, standing up for ordinary families on exactly the issues that Frederick's facing now. I've worked and I've won fighting for fairer taxes, for financial reform, for smarter economic development, for better jobs. And I've done it at every level of government. I've worked at the city level, I've worked at the state level, and I've worked in Washington. And the work I've done in Washington has been in big and complex organizations with lots of moving parts. I've built national coalitions for bank reform. I've built national coalitions for tax fairness. So I know how much it can take to make big things happen. Maybe you can tell, I didn't come to this race via the normal route. I learned politics helping congregations and schools and neighborhoods get together so that they could hold their mayors and their boards accountable, making sure that city services were getting delivered, especially in older neighborhoods, making sure that ordinary families weren't getting hammered by high taxes. So we need a mayor next in Frederick who's not only got this kind of street-level economic policy experience, but also somebody who sees the big picture. And I see a city that helps create better jobs. I see a city that makes it easier for small businesses to get started here and grow, that gets serious about growing sustainably. And I see a city that takes care of its older neighborhoods. I see a city that embraces its diversity and brings more people into the public life of Frederick. So I think this is the sort of city we can become, the sort of city we should be. Frederick is my hometown. My wife and I are raising our own family here. What happens here in the next 20 years and what sort of city we're becoming matters enormously to me. That's why I'm running for mayor.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Chris, if you would now let us up. One point I should make before we move on. The amber light signal's 15 seconds to go, just so everybody knows where we're at. Chris, Mr. Simpson.
Hey guys, I'm Chris Simpson. For those of you who are wondering who the third guy is up here with the Jennifer and Jason show, there is a third one running, and the last one in. I've lived in Frederick for 40 years. I like Frederick. I've always liked Frederick. I've traveled extensively in the United States and always came home. I like what Frederick has. I don't think there's a real major problem. I think there are some things. The direction it's going is good. Some people agree, some people don't agree. The growth is going to come. The things that are going to happen in Frederick are happening. There is crime. There are bad things. What got me motivated was reading people that give you great big promises that cost money and then promise to lower your taxes at the same time. It's not possible. We all know it's not possible. Everybody has a budget. Everybody has something they want, but you know what you can and can't afford. I just went that direction. I wanted to come in. I want to try to make a difference. I want to try to help and keep things on a nice steady pace, a nice steady course. Nothing drastic, nothing fantastic, nothing huge, nothing that you can't come out with when you promise it. So I stepped in, 40 years old, been here forever, run a small business, and I just think I can do for Frederick, keep it maintained and keep it on track.